If I ever make stream highlights of myself for filler content, that's absolutely going in there. I can't draw males at all. It took me a while, but now I really enjoy it. I find them really fun. Part of it's probably because I'm straight, but whatever. I can draw male heads, but not bodies. Okay. Typically male come in two genres. Here's your male tutorial. I'm gonna help you both right now. Alright. Listen close, friends. Alright, let's use blinding red. Okay. So, how do I explain this? Women are like pairs. They have childbirthing hips, as you can clearly see. Let's add some... That's really hot. This is some anatomy process for some artists and I don't like it. So, most of the mass is at the bottom for women, okay? And then for guys, most of the mass is at the top. So you got a pear and like a funnel. Actually, wait, okay. Let me change my mind. Take a funnel, okay, that's the human body. You put it on the rounder side, that's a lady. You put it on the top side, it's a guy. Anyway, so, ladies, there's just some basic traits for... I keep losing my train of thought. I would make a terrible teacher. Okay, so for male versus female, there's just a couple of traits that you have to keep in mind. So for example, round, via, boobs and hips, square. Shut up! I'm trying to talk. This really brings me back to how I used to live stream. Okay, so round, via, boobs and hips, shoulders, overall. So if you give it like round, bigger hips, you just have to choose between the traits. This is why designing androgynous characters is really hard, because if you mess up the shoulders too much or the torso too much, then they look more masculine. And then if you mess up the hips too much or other stuff, then they look more feminine. Is this helping anyone? I'm going to go through with it anyway, it does not matter. Alright, so women are like blah blah. You can find much better stuff for this online, but I'm just giving it to you right now. So like curvy. But like for a guy, maybe more like da 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 da. There you go. It's more like like, you know. And then there's other stuff you can get into with males. But that's the basics. And then more about males. There's also the moob size. We're like, you know what? Is that it? You know what? Yeah, more square. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Just like, for example, I'm gonna sketch now. Don't get lost in heaven, gonna make a mistake. Wait, what about the man's thighs? The man thighs, that's kind of different. Because, okay, for ladies, the fat usually accumulates around the thighs, so we happen to have bigger thighs. But for men, this is a very blatant way to say it, but they have a dick and balls in the way, so you can only go so big. This is Annika, everyone. Say hi to Annika. You see that? Her face is square. I know it looks more rounded, but it's like a square kind of round, okay? But that's the point. It's square round. Meanwhile, over here on the man's side of the spectrum, immediately you can see I'm making this longer. If you don't know who this is already, you have not been watching me long enough. He's very nervous because he does not like being on camera. He does not like being here. He doesn't want to be here. So these both have like square faces, but Annika's face is much more rounded. It's a little bit more compressed, but over here for the guy, for Desmond, I immediately made it longer so it looks more masculine, I guess. That's also kind of weird because I'm gonna put her in the middle. I have another character named Dolly, and I wanted her to have a slender face, but in order for her to avoid looking like a man, I kind of had to round out her jawline. I forgot his name. Is in the blue-skinned elf-ear dude. there is a blue-skinned man. You just combine Desmond and Pierce. Alright, anyway, so this is Dolly. So, she also has a long face. It's around as long as Desmond's, but I had to round it out on the bottom in order for it to look more feminine. So yeah, that's my lesson. Did this help anyone? I don't know. But I gave it to you. There you go. That's my guy. Anyway, yeah, that's my lesson. Thank you guys for coming. No one really asked. You guys were just complaining about it, but I just decided to give you my inexperienced charity, so you're welcome, I suppose.